What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got a busy Monday. Actually, we got a busy week. So come hang out with me. Let's see how much we can get done.
Be able to go to the 36 volt system once I get there. So it's not the ones that are like 750 lumens, but
because then you need more. But anyways, I digress. Okay, so first things first, we actually need to do an inspection on this car here. And then we got to jump over. This kind of came in, wasn't on the agenda for today, but we're gonna look back at it again. This is that X1 from a week ago. It still has a coolant leak we're dealing with, and then we have a Porsche coming in for a headlight issue. Guys, we got this Porsche in headlight issue. Turns out the wires got bent too many times and shorted out. So we're gonna see if we can get a new one of these. But in the meantime, we might try and solder this. Porsche just left. Turns out I showed you guys the wiring was messed up, probably from somebody putting a bulb in it. It got twisted and it broke. I tried to solder it, and I just don't think it liked it. So I'm ordering a new wire for that. Crazy thing is you can buy it. But I do believe we fried the ballast in the process. So he's going to work on getting another ballast and potentially a headlight, actual bulb. So we got to get this inspection done on this X3, and then we're going to look at the coolant leak on the X1. It's one of those days where you're just trying to get stuff done, and it's not going the way you want it to, but got to look at these things here. All right. Expiration's good. Expiration's good. It's a 2018 X3. Mileage. So in the state of Pennsylvania, for those that don't know, or they're from out of the area, if you're, oh gosh, I can't even read it, 9357. If you drove your car less than 5,000 miles in the year, you're exempt from emissions. All right, this thing is gonna be the death of me. So it's definitely leaking coolant. I don't know where though. Definitely not from the new hose that I put on, but it could be from coolant. And oil leaks are like one of the hardest things to try and diagnose, because you try and you try and you try and you try some more, and then you're just like, well, shoot, like, how did I not like fix it? You know, you replace a bunch of parts. So I don't know. Let me look at this without getting, I just got super dizzy spinning around. I do believe I found the leak. It just stinks because I got to take a bunch of stuff off. Okay, I think I found the coolant leak in this. I put some stuff on it to try and seal it because it's actually in the radiator. I've used it before. It works wonders. So we're going to go on and work on something else. And it's actually something I had not planned on working on today, but we're going to get it because the parts came. The 750, the parts came for that. We don't need the lift or nothing, so I'm going to pull it in real quick, and we're going to dive into that. I told you guys before, I don't really normally work on V8s. So this is kind of a new adventure for me, but we're going to take these air boxes off, which require removing some things here. because what we need to get to is these hoses that are underneath here, and I want to be able to get to them. So I need a 6 or a 7. I'm going to start by removing these clamps. I'm just going to loosen them all. Try and make it easy on myself. Like I said, I don't normally work on these things. I try not to. I just don't like working on them. But here goes nothing, I guess. Got a mini pry bar. Just trying to figure this out because, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so that rolls. All right. Stuff's trying to blow all over the place. Over there, being all kinds of dumb. These things are, I hate them. The way they make them snap on, it's like every one BMW makes, they're all dumb. Okay. All right. There's one air box. The wipers just moved. Why did the wipers just move? What the heck's that about? Okay, there. What we're replacing goes there. They go to the valve cover. And then this hose goes here and goes somewhere under yonder. Okay. So if you guys you probably didn't see that. I literally touched this and it fell apart. And you're like, what the heck is that? If I knew the answer to that, I'd tell you. If you can hear it, it's just shattering. It just fell apart. It's crazy. Okay. So let's I gotta grab a Torx real quick. Okay. I don't even know if I grabbed the right Torx, but it worked. I think it's a T30, and I grabbed a 27. So before I forget, let me grab the right side. Okay, so these go like this. And what initially broke was actually this right here. So did I need to get this new hose? No, but it's probably just as brittle as the rest of it. So let's just replace it all. And everything will be happy, right? Okay. There it goes. Just needed a... Alright. Mini pry bar to the rescue. Okay. So, again, there's a right way and a wrong way. I'm just doing it my way. My way or the highway. You know that song? Probably do. But. All right, cool. Boom, done. Now let's sling this into place. It's just gonna go down there. This one's gonna go over there. Turns out you got to remove this bracket, and then it might make your life a little bit easier. Okay, so, oh yeah, look at that. So it turns out these sensor things need to go in and they twist. Hang on, I feel like I'm in the way. Alright, and it goes like this. Goes in and twists. Hence why it was so hard to get off. Oh, I ripped my glove. Okay. Good. All right. Now, we're back together. Got to clear the codes and see if it comes back. This thing, we got to reset. I forgot we need to reset the oil life. So we're just going to use this fancy scan tool because it's the only way to do it. At least that I'm aware of. Without having to use like the controls, you can actually do it that way too, I believe. So we're going to go in here and look for service intervals. We're going to reset the oil light. Boom, done. Okay. Got that 7 series done. Coming back to this to make sure that it's curing. Let me show you guys what I did. So I found down there, I don't know if you can see it because the light's too bright. There we go. Down there, if you can, there we go. As you can see, it was leaking. So, so I have this stuff called water weld that I've used in the past, and it's been very successful for me. And I've used it on radiators, no problems. I even used it on my lift. When I bought this lift, we transported it and we cracked this. This thing's rock hard, and the fluid's all the way up to here. So it hasn't leaked. And so that just goes to show you, and this is plastic, you know, but it's designed to be like put on anything. So if you're ever in a pinch and you need something, you know, obviously the best thing is to put a radiator in it, but we're just trying to see if that is the leak, trying to take care of it, because there is coolant over on the passenger side of the car, but I can't tell if it's just residual from when we put everything on here or not. So I'm actually going to put this all back together and fire it up and see if it leaks. All right, so I'm actually not going to put it back together. I just thought about that. I can just do it like this. Double key, hold the throttle all the way down. Gonna ding, ding, ding. And then you listen for the water pump to start pushing. I'm gonna watch and see if it leaks. Because it was running pretty good from this side. Got the X1 up in the air. Just gonna monitor it to see if anything leaks for right now. All right, guys. I had this thing sitting for a while, and I believe we got the coolant leak fixed. I'm gonna put this skid plate back on. That way, I can run it down the road, and hopefully send this thing home for the last time until its next service or whatever. But it is nice to see that all the work that I've already done to it is holding on. Like it's not leaking no oil or nothing, but I think the coolant leak that we were seeing here wasn't from anything that I touched. So I'm gonna tighten this up, and then we're gonna take it for a drive. Just gonna wait for this to come down, kick the arms out, and we'll take it for a drive. But it's kind of a busy day. We got one vehicle inspected and out of here. We fixed that 7 Series. Took that for a test drive. Everything seemed good in that. So hopefully get that out of here tomorrow. I think they're coming tomorrow. Mess with other stuff that's already here. We got to finish messing with the cluster stuff on the E30. We're probably going to be doing a kind of how-to. I don't really want to call it a how-to because it's not really what it is. But how to put a check engine light, potentially a check engine light, but definitely figure out why the oil light don't work, get that working, and potentially wire up a check engine light for that. Take this thing for a drive. You're probably wondering, Andy, what are you doing with your wife's car in after hours? It's got oil leaks that I have been chasing, and it also has a check engine light. we're gonna scan it, see what's going on, and I got some seals to put on. So we're gonna see what happens. See if I can try and get this oil leak to stop. Got our pick. Pop this off. We got a new O-ring for in here because it is obviously leaking by here. Obviously. So I'm going to do this one right away. I'm just going to reach in here with the pick. That guy. Speaking of snap-on, the other week, oh, I just popped that off. The other week I posted about that toolbox. I guess that was really last week. It was last week. Posted about that toolbox. What do you guys think? Should I get it? I really want it. But I feel like it's not the financially responsible thing to do. Boy, this thing is leaking like a sieve. I did a new valve cover to this, but and we did new oil lines. Now I get to try and pull this freaking boot out again. This thing beat me up last time I did one of these because it's down here. So you see that red boot that's got some oil around it? I'm going to pull that off. But it is a freaking bugger. So come along and watch me struggle and get angry at this. You guys won't really be able to see much. I'll try and, when I get it close to coming off, I'll get you guys in here. But I gotta grab a different pick tool. Okay. I got bigger pick tools because, oh gosh, don't do that, please. I almost stabbed the radiator. Okay. Oh, did I get it first try? Can't be. Holy crap. Got it first try. Okay. I want to get this boot off. And then get the other part. There we go. Wow. Apparently that was much easier than I thought. Got it. Okay. I ripped my glove in the process. Let's clean this up. Now, I got this O-ring, which we're going to replace. Just use a pick. You're probably asking yourself, well, why are you replacing them? You know, it's a great question because I've never had it off. I've never had this one off, so why am I replacing it? This one has to go on a specific way, but see how easy that one came off? That's why. They're leaking, and just want to try and figure out if this is where my oil leak's coming from, because for those that own or have owned or are looking to own a BMW diesel, they burn oil. I mean, if anybody tries to tell you different, they're a liar. Because they do. It's just a known fact. So, we're going to try and make it so that it burns all the oil as a joke. I mean, we want it to not leak it, you know? I really like it to not burn it either, but it's a diesel. They like it. So they say. So they say. Oh, we're missing that clip. We gotta go back in here and find it. Like that. Okay. And then you go push it on. The other side, it's on the other pipe. So, again, you guys are just gonna have to watch me struggle. Because that's exactly what this is. It's a struggle. Here, decided to peel my gloves off. I got really frustrated, but we got it. We got it. Oh, you know what? I just realized the hat's over here, which has the mic on. Anyways, so before I put this back together, I'm gonna grab some brake clean. Time to douse this thing. See if we can find this oil leak. I don't know what it did, if it helped or not, but we'll find out. But it's leaking everywhere. I shouldn't even say everywhere. It's just leaking in like 2 spots, which is good because it was leaking in many more spots. So I'll take it. Put this back in here. Slide it on in. Slide it on in. Oh, I left my pick tool down there. Left my pick tool down there to become one with the car, which we don't want. Because I already lost the tool today. That Porsche is here. I'm going to have to go back and watch the film because I'm pretty sure I left a Torx bit in that dude's car. And I asked him, and he said he looked. So I'm guessing it went for a ride down the road, and it didn't make it far before it fell out. So, probably be buying a stinking Torx bit tomorrow. Eli, if you're watching this, I need a Torx bit. Which one? I don't know. I think it's a 20, T20. Doesn't matter. But what I really want, so tell them what you want, what you really, really want. I want a new stinking toolbox. And not just any toolbox. I want that Epic, the 1776. Why? I don't know, because I do. And like, I mean, I could use a little bit more tool storage. Like, and to be honest, if I would get it the way we had built it out, because like he already gave me an estimate, it would be an 84-inch Epic with a hutch, or a work center as they call it. And then it would be 2 side lockers, locker on each side. But now they have those new Patriot 30-inch or 36-inch or whatever they are, little stubby, like short Epics. So they have these like new Epics that are short, and they got a star on them, and they're red, white, and blue, and they match the other box. And it's like, well, like I thought about it. I was like, I could get that instead of a locker. Now, a locker is much cheaper, but it would look way cooler because I've already seen it. Somebody already had it. They had the 84-inch Epic with that short one, and then a locker on each side, which blew it out of the park for me. I'll wash my hands before I do any more, because I need to get in the car now. I need to scan it. And see what the check engine light's for. Hopefully it's nothing stupid. But, because the car's deleted, so like, who knows what it could be. But anyways, you know, if you guys watched that video where I posted a picture, or I guess it was a video of it, of that toolbox, put in the comments if you think I should get it or not. I mean, I like my green, my OD green toolbox. You know, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I'd buy it again in a heartbeat. I just wish I would have got it in an Epic, because I could use more tool storage. Like, it works, but there's a lot of the tools, like the tool trays and stuff that Snap-on makes, it's designed around the Epic, right? So like, they're like, oh, you can have the hammer set in foam. Oh, sweet. Oh, well, the foam only fits in the friggin' Epic. Like, because they literally, like, you can dedicate a drawer just to that, which would be awesome. And I have the foam because somebody gave it to me. But I can't use it because I only have a classic. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think I should get that box. I mean, like I said, it's probably stupid. I don't make enough money. Like, I don't do enough sales for it to matter. But it's just one of those things that, like, I want it. But I also want another stinking boat. So, like, I guess I just need to make up my mind. I'm gonna scan this thing. I gotta hook it up first with the scan tool that I'm pretty sure is messed up because it hasn't been working. It has like this one feature and hasn't been working at all. I didn't glow plug cylinder 2 activation. Dang it, that needs glow plugs. It just needs to get warm. Once it gets warm, it'll be fine. That's why it smokes so bad. Well, no. Glow plug cylinder 2 activation. And it threw it instantly. Yeah, my sure track thing isn't working. Verified parts replacement not available. It normally worked. So I'll be having a conversation with Snap-on tomorrow, and he's just going to say, well, why didn't you just call the helpline? Because you're supposed to pay my bill. So, looks like we'll be selling this stupid thing. Anybody want to buy it? I'm going to go to like a Top Don or a Launch. It'll be relearning everything, but like, I'm sick of this. I pay like $70 a month to have something that doesn't work. Alright guys, I'm going to kill the video right here because my phone's about to die and I need to take this thing for a drive. So, thanks for hanging out with me today. I know we were kind of all over the place, so tomorrow we got to do some welding, do some exhaust work on a truck, and we got an inspection on a Jeep. So come back tomorrow and hang out because I'm sure other than those two things, we're going to work on some other stuff like the E30. Probably get back to the E39 project because I got to get that thing out of here because I need to get to the E90 project, which is going to be a sweet project. Big turbo build. So, anyways, again, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.